interesting. I'm just about to try this new game, The Chantry, from Steel Minions, the guys that brought us Peaceful VR that I was playing, if you watched the other day. Fantastic game, made by two people actually from the UK. They look like they know what they're doing, so they've done really well, and I believe this game should be up there as well. So we're just about to try this out, really, just to see what it's like. They've given me a key to try it out, so I'm very grateful for that. Thank you very much. And we'll have a bit of a look in a moment. So basically, from what I understand, it's all based around history, this game, and it's basically a lot of exploring, more of an exploration sort of a game, and you can get intrigued obviously by the things you find, and you can twist and manipulate things, so it should be really, really good. It sounds like it's right up my alley, so we'll have a bit of a look and see how we go. So there's obviously, I'm just on the loading screen, on the start screen at the moment. So you've got load, obviously, new game, credits, and museum. So we're going to go straight into the new game, and yeah, so it's late at night over here, and we've just been given it, managed to download it, so we're going to give it a go. So sit back, chill out, grab a coffee, and yeah, let me know if anyone's watching the stream. Thank you, and welcome aboard, and we're off. Okay, so I'm actually playing this at the moment with the DualShock 4. I'm not quite sure if it uses the moves or anything, so we're just going to go with the DualShock 4. St Andrews, Holborn, 8th of July, 1722. Okay.
So Satan went forth from the presence of the Lord, and smote Job with sore boils from the sole of his foot unto his crown. Then said his friends unto him, Know that God exacteth of thee less than thine iniquity deserveth. And Job answered and said, My flesh is clothed with worms and clods of dust. My skin is broken and become loathsome. But ye are forgers of lies. Ye are all physicians of no value.
Alrighty. The Chantry, 10th of February, 1823. Wow. Alright.
What? Where am I? This place is familiar. Not been here for years.
Point your head at a footstep icon to make it pulsate, and then press any button to move yourself to that position. Okay. Like that, and we'll move a button. So we'll go X. Awesome. Keep your feet still and use the left stick or right stick to rotate your view in the game. Aha. Okay. Oh, I see they both do it. Yep. Okay, so we'll just keep going there. So I'm just using X to go to the footprints at the moment. Oh, there's a house. It's quite foggy. Alrighty.
There's something written on the door.
Oh, we better have a look at that then. Oh, physician. Cool.
Let's try the door handle.
Point your head at a hand icon to make it pulsate, and then press any button to interact with it. Okay, so it's the same for moving, so that's cool.
I don't like locked doors. I need to remember who lived here.
The Barclay Widower. Okay. Interesting. Okay, close.
My memory's still a bit hazy.
Okay, so we can't go in. Alrighty. So it looks like we're going to go... We'll go left. Alright. Oh, the graphics look pretty good. I'll give you that. Oh, a window. What's this one?
Difficult to see, but I think that's the breakfast room.
Alright.
Difficult to see, but I
Okay,
think
that's
that's
close as
the
we can get.
breakfast room.
Well, look at the graphics, man. It's awesome. It's like Peaceful. They did some really good graphics on that. I'm right with that game. Awesome. Okay, we'll carry on. So we can't look in the windows or anything? What's this one?
Can't see anything inside. I think it's a false window. Something to do with symmetry.
Ah. Okay, look at that. It's all needs puttying in that. Yeah, that's awesome. Wow. Oh, I'm liking the graphics so far. Okay, where do I go now? Okay, it looks as far as I can go that way by looks. Okay, we're going to go backwards.
Oh, I am most wretched when alone.
Examine
As every
objects closely
surrounding
by
object
bringing the dual
reminds
shot
me
for
of
while
my
it's not close to your eye and turn it
irreparable
over in
loss.
your hands.
But
Oh,
no
lovely.
place on earth would at
Oh,
present
lovely.
suit me but my Berkeley home. And
Cool.
I trust my friends will not endeavour to take me away, for the bitter cup has a kind of relish in it here, which it could afford nowhere else.
I remember now. This was the home of that doctor. He was quite notorious in his day.
Wow. That's pretty cool, eh? Just going to reset my thing here. Okay, cool. So close. Okay, so we've got a tick on that now. So how do we got that? Okay, cool. Oh, got a trophy. First trophy for the day. Awesome. Okay, close. So the Buckley Widower. Right, now where do I go? I wonder if we can go in now then. Aha, it's open. Oh, look at this. Oh, wow. Man, that's awesome. Just going to reset again. Right, that's cool. See where I am in the room. Yep, cool. So I'm actually playing this set down.
I'll be soused.
Mainly because it's late at night over here, as I say.
Ago.
And I'm a bit tired.
I'm out of the county. Might be useful later.
Okay. Oh, for all you geographists out there. Gloucestershire. Gloucestershire. Awesome. Okay, was I meant to do anything with that Gloucestershire? No.
Might be useful later.
Okay, so we've got to remember that Gloucestershire's there. What's this thing?
That letter was written the day before he died. Bit spooky.
Okay, let me know if anyone's watching the stream and if you can see it alright. I'm only doing it at the 360p, which is the best I can probably do. Oh, okay, everything turns it. Oh, cool. I want to actually read that.
That letter was written the day before he died. Bit spooky.
Okay. Oh, look at that castle on there. Look at that. Wow. We'll go to that, eh?
This painting don't belong here. I'd remember an expensive piece like this. It would look more at home inside Berkeley Castle.
Ah.
The Berkeley family crest.
That's the crest.
Not much use at the moment.
The Chantry. Cool. Awesome.
This painting don't belong here.
Yeah, we
I'd
did
remember
that.
an expensive piece like
Okay.
this. It would look more at home inside.
Well, look at
Berkeley
even
Castle.
when you look outside. Look, they've even shown the outside coming through really well. The graphics are awesome. Very well done. Okay, what do we got here?
It's inscribed with the name Wortley Montague. I've heard that name before somewhere.
Right.
Now I don't remember there being a Turkish lantern clock in your way.
Okay. Okay, so what's through this door then?
This was a doctor's country home.
Gloucestershire.
He had a townhouse somewhere around these parts too. Can't
Let's
remember
to
where,
Bristol.
but it'll come back to me.
Okay. So this is this breakfast room that they're on about. So we'll go in here then.
Something else may jog my memory further.
Oh, okay. No. A county map. Last letter to Bristol. We're going to go back to the map. We're going to go backwards here, guys. Oops. Come out of that. Look at that. Forward. Turn around. Right. What's this?
What have we got here then?
Okay. So that's your map of
The
Gloucestershire.
River Severn
Aha!
runs through the English county of
That's
Gloucester,
what we want.
linking Bristol in the south with Gloucester. The Vale of Berkeley lies on the south bank of the river, between the two cities.
So this is where everything comes into
This
it then.
deserves closer inspection.
My dear William, I hear by your father that you will return in a few days to Bristol. Be assured you will take with you my best wishes and affections. I am happy to certify that no boy could behave better than you did during your stay with me at the Chantry. Pursue this line of good conduct, my dear William, and you will be happy yourself and make your father and everyone who loves you happy too. Your affectionate uncle, EJ. Awesome. Okay.
24th of January, 1823.
Wow.
My dear William, I hear by
Oh,
your
yeah.
father that you will return in a few days to Bristol.
Cool.
Be assured you will take with you my best wishes and affections. I am happy to certify that no boy could behave better than you did during your stay with me at the Chantry. Pursue this line of good conduct, and you will be happy yourself. Make your father and everyone who loves you happy too. Your affectionate uncle, E.J.
Awesome. Oh, save me reading that out then. Okay, so that's cool. So we've got 2 ticks.
I remember now. His second home was in Cheltenham,
Uh-huh.
Gloucester way. Fine townhouse it was too.
So can we open this again? Come out and close that. No, he said this
This
didn't go
painting
there.
don't belong here.
No.
I'd remember an expensive piece like theirs.
And
It
that
would
was the
look more at
crest.
home inside Berkeley
Okay.
Castle.
We will go and have a look in here.
This was a breakfast room. I
Wow.
always imagined this was a centre of family life in the doctor's
Plenty
office.
to see and do.
More comfort than I'm used to, but I can't put my feet up now.
No. Okay, we'll go over here. What's this one?
A painting by the doctor's nephew, Stephen.
Yeah.
The lady of the house had good taste in furniture.
Yeah, it's well done. Well done the way they've done the graphics on the house. That's obviously a closed door. You ain't going to get through there.
Another cupboard. I'll have to try a different way.
Okay. So yeah, so I'm just using the left and right stick to do the moving, and then you just look at the face on the. You just look at the thing that's glowing, and you go to whichever one you want. So we're going to have a look at this book.
Home cooked food. Definitely something to come back to later.
Yum. By a lady. Domestic cookery principles of economy. Private families by a lady. Okay, so when you look at things, so you can manipulate everything. I'm not quite sure whether it's my camera or what, but it looks to like everything sort of, when it hovers, it kind of moves slightly. You know, like you normally get like aim drift or something like that. There's a little bit of drift there, but it's nothing to be concerned too much about, because obviously it reads things to you anyway. Oh, what do we got here?
Ah, 4 candles.
Oh, got another trophy. Cool. Okay, what's this other
The
book?
condition of a servant would be too severe were they not allowed some time which they may call their own. In all well-governed families, a maid servant has the liberty every Sunday, or every other Sunday, of going to church. If she neglects it, It discovers she has little sense of true religion, and may well be
Look at the indent in the
suspected
book.
of failing in her duty
That's
to
pretty
an
cool.
earthly master and mistress, when she fails
Wow.
in that to her maker.
Yeah, they got that down pat. Awesome.
Respectable families expect their pound of
Right,
flesh
what was
from
over
domestic
here?
servants.
We looked at that. We'll go over here. We'll look at the globe.
By all accounts, the doctor didn't travel much. but he
Mary's
had
letter,
correspondence
Thomas's
from
letter,
all around
Edward's
the world.
letter. Okay, so look, me, I think we've got to, these obviously what we've got to find. These must be the objectives, I'm guessing. So we've got 3 things to find. Marie's, Thomas's and Edward's. Okay. We will keep looking. Not close that. So yeah, hopefully you guys can see this alright. Please let me know, as I say, if you are watching the stream, or if you watch it back later, let me know. See what you think. I'm liking it so far.
Apples from the doctor's garden.
Cool. So I can't do anything with that then. Okay, we looked at those. What we got over here?
Well, he's a big fella, isn't he?
It's huge. Right. Okay.
It was the most terrible of the
Smallpox.
ministers of death, always present, filling the churchyard with
Scarred composer,
corpses,
monstrous
tormenting
reflection.
with constant fears all whom it had not yet stricken.
Yeah, a lot of people died of that. That's pretty bad. Monstrous reflection, scarred composer, family grave. Okay. Wow. Okay. Okay. Okay, should we go out there or should we explore through there? No, I think we'll stick where we were going. Okay, so another door.
Thus our hero,
Oh, here's your
being
graveyard.
plundered of his estate and bereaved of his children, says,
Well, look at that blue sky just up there.
Came I out of my mother's womb,
Wow.
and naked shall I return thither. The Lord gave,
Loving the
and
fog.
the Lord hath
They've done
taken
that well.
away. Blessed be the name of the Lord.
That's where I just came from. A door that leads to nowhere. That looks cool, eh? Wow. Okay. Nothing written on the gravestones, no. Nope. Oh, well. Yeah, you can't even see the door now. Ooh. I think I've seen this in the YouTube video on the trailer.
Beethoven and Mozart survived the smallpox.
Scarred
with just a few
composer.
scars,
Look at that.
But many that survived it ended up blind as well.
So we're meant to be able to do anything with the smallpox? Does that light up or anything? No. No. I thought that might have lit up and done something, but no. Okay, so that's all we can do with him. Wow, close that tree. Look at the detail in that tree, man. They must have spent hours doing that. Wow. Oh, here you go. Sarah Childs died August 28, 1778. Eunice Childs died August 23rd, 1778. What's that? Abigail Childs died September 6, 1778. So they all died 1778. Abigail Childs died August 29th. Benji Childs died August 24th. And Mole's Child. So let's have a look.
Let me check this over.
Ooh. What do we got here?
6 children from the same family lost to the smallpox. Not every family was
Family
as
grave.
unlucky as these poor souls, but 1 in 5 of those who caught it wouldn't have to tell the tale.
Wow. Yeah, it was pretty deadly. Okay, what we got here?
Every object tells a story.
That's a tea tray.
It left hideous traces of its power on those whose lives it spared,
Oh wow, look at
turning
that.
the babe into a changeling, at which the mother shuddered,
How
and
cool is
making
that?
the eyes and cheeks of the big-hearted maiden objects of
Wow.
horror to the lover.
That's pretty fantastic. Huh? How cool is that?
Unfortunately, not everyone who survived the
Another
smallpox
trophy.
could live with the terrible scars it left behind. Sadly, some even took their own lives.
Oh, that's the smallpox one done. We've been over there, we've been there. Right, we'll go over here. Dalkeith.
Lord Dalkeith has been dead of the smallpox for just 3 days. It is so dreadful in his family. His eldest boy died of it last year, and his only brother, who was ill but 2 days, putrefied so fast that his limbs fell off as they lifted him into the coffin.
A spider tree, look at that, it looks like a spider. Wow. Oh yeah, no, the details there, man. Queen Mary II, wow. Look at that.
At length the infection spread to the palace,
Ooh, time
and
to
reached
cooking.
the young and blooming queen. She received the intimation of her danger with true greatness of soul. She gave orders that every servant who had not had the smallpox should instantly leave Kensington House, and then calmly awaited her fate.
Okay. Guys, I just want to double check the stream's going. My wife's in bed asleep, so I just want to check that the stream is actually going live. Just bear with. Oh yeah, it looks like it might be. Okay, sorry guys, I'm just going to double check something. Just want to see if the chat's working, you see. Okay, it looks like it might be. Okay, sorry guys, I'm just going to double check something. Just want to see if the chat's working, you see. Okay, it looks like it might be. Okay, sorry guys, I'm just going to double check. Okay, so maybe the chat may not be working. It's looking like, but that's not a problem. I'm not too bothered about that. Okay, I'll sort that later. So we've done that. That could be to do with the new update, you never know. Something's obviously altered it again. I might have to relook at that.
Beethoven and Mozart
done that
survived the
already, didn't
smallpox with just a few scars, but many that survived it ended up blind as well.
Okay. So yes, it looks like at the moment the chat's not really working, guys. So just keep putting your comments though, and we'll keep checking it out. My boss actually put something on, it looks like. Obviously it's going to have to be the licensing done again or something maybe. my live comments going? Live chat. Hey, okay. Sorry, Neil, I see you were watching. Just the live chat's gone down. It might be to do with the new updates. I updated this the other day, so something's probably knackered it again. But that's alright. We will just play it by ear and see what happens. Right, I think we've done all that. So we'll go back through here. And we'll go back into the rest of the house. Oh, wow, look at this.
Smallpox was a cruel, hideous disease.
Oh, my gosh.
It's no wonder they call it the Angel of Death.
There's your Angel of Death. Where's that Valkyrie, eh, Neil? Alrighty. Sorry, guys, just a weak joke. Okay. Well, I'm going to go back to the cookbooks.
The condition of a servant would be too severe were they not allowed some time which they may call their own.
Does it mention
In
something
all
about cooking?
well-governed families, a maid servant has the liberty every Sunday, or every other Sunday, of going to church. If she neglects it, it discovers she has little sense of true religion, and may well be suspected of failing in her duty to an earthly master and mistress, when she fails in that to her Maker.
Well, okay. Okay, we'll just have to go around the room. So we looked there. We'd looked at the globe already, didn't we? That was right. We need the letters. Yeah, that's right. And the seat.
More comfort than I'm used to, but I can't put my feet up now.
Done that one. And we've been there. We looked at
Painted
that.
by the doctor's nephew, Stephen.
Oh yeah.
The lady of the house had good taste in furniture. Small cupboard, but
Okay,
probably
I think that's
better
all we
than
can do there.
myself. Something's changed. I'm sure those stairs were blocked a minute ago.
Oh yes, it is.
It's
Well,
inscribed with the name Wortley Montague.
we'll look at
Heard
that
that
again.
name before somewhere. Now I don't remember there being a Turkish lantern clock in the hallway.
Okay. Which way are we going to go here? Oh, check out
They
here, eh?
call
Ooh.
this place Chantry Cottage. I don't remember why.
Okay.
There's been grand buildings round here for centuries.
Beside Berkeley Castle. It's like being back in England, eh, Neil?
I need to remember more
Okay,
before I can
no.
go in here.
I can't get in there yet then. Go back to that. Go back to that a minute.
This painting don't belong here. I'd remember an expensive piece
You
like this.
can't move it or
It would
nothing.
look more at home inside Berkeley Castle.
Right, what's round there? Alright, that's a bit out of play area, that one. Okay, well, let's see what's up here. Oh, back door. So we got books. Oh, look, we're under the stairs. Going under the stairs. Oh, do I do that? Yeah, why not? Okay. We'll go exploring, eh? On Tassie.
This is where the doctor
Holy
carried
heck.
out his curious studies. I dread to think what kind of experiments he used to get up to
Wow,
in here.
medicine, chest, inflated news, blood letter, a fatal temperature. The library. Okay, so I don't think we can get in there yet then.
My memory's still a bit hazy.
Okay. So obviously, yeah, so when you get the stuff you need, it looks, the way they've done the game, it looks like it unlocks the doors where you need to go. So that's interesting. Right, well, we're going to have a look upstairs then. It's interesting how they've done that. It's an interesting kind of teleportation system that you use. It seems to work. And of course you got the full 360, so it's brilliant. Look at that. Okay. So yeah, hopefully you guys can see it alright. Anyway, sorry about the comments not working. We'll have to work on that. I probably can't do anything without that without getting out of the game, so we'll just have to make do for now. And I'll look into that.
This also gives us to consider that diseases are not only judiciously inflicted for past offences, but graciously also designed to prevent future. A little recollection will tell a man whether he has not often been kept virtuous through fear of the consequences. even when inclination has gotten the better of his duty.
Well, hopefully you guys can hear this alright. Just going to go back. I'm just going to try something here a minute. Well, hopefully you guys can hear this alright. Turn my sound down and look at these comments. What do we got? Oh, yeah, you've been commenting. Wow. I'll just talk to the guys on the text a second. Yes, it's just been released. Okay, so solo only came on. Oh, okay, so solo's not. It's got problems as well. Okay. Yeah, no race solo. It's obviously. Well, I put the new update of number 6 on, as well as the new VR update 4.1. So whether that's done something, who knows? You just don't know. We'll just see what we can do. I'll probably do the restore licenses thing at some stage and go from there.
Which rendered it inexpedient to send him to a public school. A domestic tutor was procured who was little older than his pupil, but though tender in years, he was old in wisdom and knowledge.
That's huge.
Master Morgan must have been a bright spark then.
See if I can get this sorted out again. Sorry guys, I took my headset off. Right, okay. So we have got 4-poster bed. Typical English looking thing.
He was lying in the last stage of pulmonary consumption. He had repeated hemorrhages from the lungs and was then evidently approaching.
Look at all that blood.
I was introduced into the sick room, and there for the first time I saw Mrs. Jenner, the anxious and constant attendant of her dying child.
The doctor's eldest son died of consumption in 1810 at the age of just 21.
21? Wow. What we got here then?
Certain classes are less liable than others
Pulmonary
to
consumption.
either because the exhalation to which they are exposed preserve the lungs in a healthy state, or because they acquire
Essay on the causes,
a habit susceptible of the complaint.
So that's the early signs and prevention of pulmonary consumption. Oh, wow. Don't know whether you guys can see this on the stream too well or not. Just loads of dates, total deaths. Wow, look at that. 216, 235 and 1793. Wow. By consumption or decline. Wow. 683 and 1454 total deaths. Wow. Whoa. That's a lot.
Half of them took by consumption. Probably get me too. I don't get much fresh air.
What have we got here? Thought I was going to go through the wall. Oh, painting.
Nice landscape.
Can't do anything with it. Oh, look at that. Yeah, they've even got the thing flickering. Cool. Oh, awesome. It's very well done. Very well done. Big ups to you guys at Steel Minions. You've done well.
Selected poems by the late John Dawes Worgan of Bristol. Died on the 25th of July, 1809, aged 19 years.
Hmm. 19.
So the young tutor died of consumption the year before the doctor's son.
Yeah. So the other one was 21 and he was only 19 or something. Wow.
Nice landscape.
Oh, I like the chair. Look at the pattern on the chair. That's cool, eh? Can't do anything with that though. Okay, what we got here then? Done that. Yeah, we've done that.
I feel greatly obliged to everyone who attempts to console me in my present affliction. But you, who know so much of the human mind, are convinced how vain are these friendly efforts. I had no conception, till it happened, that the gash would have been so deep. But God's will be done.
Okay. Excuse me sniffing a little bit. I've got a bit of a cold lately. Never looked at that. Okay. Oh, so we go through that one.
That's just a cupboard. There's no way through here.
Okay, where are we going? They don't like us going in the cupboards. Okay. That's where we come up, isn't it? Yeah. We come up the stairs. Okay, that's better. Right, so we've been this way. We'll go this way. Okay. Oh, can I go anywhere here? Oh, yes, we can. Yep. Okay, we'll go through
He
here.
met with many discouragements, his notions having been treated with scorn and ridicule by some, and
I'm thinking
with
I'm listening
indifference
from
by
the other lot.
almost all.
Postcard, mockery, confiding letter, a burned inquiry. Okay. I'm pretty sure we didn't get all the other stuff for the other bit. So, ridicule.
Something else may jog my memory further.
Okay, yeah, so we need to get some stuff to open that one. Come out of that. Right,
There's plenty
I'm
of
missing.
paperwork in the dining room I could look through.
Dining room, there you go. See, it's all coming back now. Just got to listen, Tazzy. Okay, I think we'll go downstairs. Down the stairs. I'll slow it down a bit for you guys that are watching. Okay. The Chantry. That was the dining room, eh? So we looked at the letter, seen that. We'll go
Let's
back
take
to
a
these.
closer look.
Were your
There you
interviews
go.
housemaid
Look at that.
fruitful, Mrs. Knight?
Yes, madam. Both girls were hard-working and from respectable families, but only the Jones girl has had the pox, and plenty of scars to prove it.
Then you must select her. I will not risk the health of my family.
Pox scarring could often be a path into service. If you were lucky enough to survive the speckled monster, then you couldn't catch it again.
Alright. Okay. Wow. Only if you're lucky, though. Yeah, there'd be...
The condition of a servant would be too severe were they
this
not
already.
allowed some time which they may
Where
call
am I,
their
my room?
own. In all well-governed families, a maid servant has the liberty every Sunday or every other Sunday
heck.
of going to church. If she neglects it, it discovers she has little sense of true religion, and may well be suspected of failing in her duty to an earthly master and mistress, when she fails in that to her Maker.
Yeah, Titanic VR, that should be pretty cool when that comes out solo. Sorry, I was just having a quick look at the comments. There's quite a lot of comments. It's a shame that's not working. I think to restore my licenses, it's going to lose the game, so I'll have to look into that. I can go through that door now. Cool. Although doesn't it go? No, we've been that way. That's the graveyard. Been that way. Come on, Taz, get your bearings, boy. Get your bearings.
More comfort than I'm used to, but I can't put my feet up now.
That was just the letters, so we haven't got those.
Apples from the doctor's garden.
Apples from the doctor's garden. Okay, what am I missing? Pig.
Well, he's a big fella, isn't he?
He's a porker. As they say, he's a porker. What am I missing here?
Another cupboard. I'll have to try a different one.
No, there must be another door I'm missing somewhere. We looked at the letter. We had the letter. Oh. That's a lot better, eh? I can see that clearer. Right. That only comes outside. Okay. We'll go back to these clocks.
Described by the name Watling Montague. I've heard that name before somewhere. Now I don't remember there being a Turkish landing clock in the hallway.
Okay. We'll see if we can get in here now then.
I need to remember more before I can go in here.
Okay, I'm missing something. Oh, I saw that footprint up there then. Did you see that? No? Oh, I must have just been taken to there then.
My memory's still a bit hazy.
Right. A fatal temperature, blood letter, inflated news, medicine chest. I'm sure that came up with a different one. Okay. Right, okay, so I can't find anything at the moment. We're a bit lost here. So, we'll go back upstairs. See if I've obviously missed something somewhere. Hey, go back in the bedroom.
Certain passes are less liable than others to consumption, either because the exhalation to which they are exposed preserve the lungs in a healthy state, or because they acquire from their mode of life a habit susceptible of the complaint.
Another cupboard. I'll have to try a different way.
What about this picture?
Nice landscape.
Selected poems by the late John Dawes Worgan of Bristol, who died on the 25th of July, 1809.
These are obviously here for a reason, eh? Some of these things. I thought there was another thing on here. No, you can't touch the letter.
I feel greatly obliged to everyone who attempts to console me in my present affliction. But you, who know so much of the human mind, are convinced how vain are these friends.
Something I'm missing somewhere, guys?
I had no conception till it happened that the gash would have been so deep. But God's will be done.
Awesome. Sorry guys, I just put something in the chat for you guys to see. Yeah, basically I just put Beat Saber is going to be awesome. I think you guys are going to love that. Whoever gets to go to EGX, enjoy, man. It's going to be awesome. I want to see what you guys come back with Ace Combat 7. I don't care how much VR content there is. I want to just see how good it's going to be and what it's going to entail, eh? Because I reckon it's going to be awesome, man. Okay. Where am I gonna go?
Something else may jog my memory further.
Beside Berkeley Castle. Okay, we're gonna go back outside a minute. No, you can't. Oh, okay. Well, what about this thing? We've done that though.
The River Severn cuts through the English county of Gloucestershire, linking Bristol in the south with Gloucester. The Vale of Berkeley lies on the south bank of the river, between the two cities.
Okay. Cool. And we'll look at that again then.
24th of January, 1823. My dear William, I hear by your father that you will return in a few days to Bristol. Be assured you will take...
It was called...
Aha! There you go, beside Berkeley Castle. There you go. See, it all makes sense, man. It was right there, wasn't it?
Churchyard of Berkeley Castle and the tower of St Mary's Church
Come on, boy.
The boundary of the shrubbery.
That's it.
Take grip, boy.
Before King Henry, this place were a home for priests. Priests who spent their
Okay, so now we can go in the Chantry. Now we're going in the Chantry then.
The dining room.
Holy heck.
That fine mahogany
what a mess.
Was the perfect place to make my inventory. The doctor had a lot of paintings, but I never figured out who all the artists were. That's the doctor.
Wow.
His eyes follow you around the room.
Which one are we looking at here? That one. Right, how do I get to him? Okay. Right, we'll look at this top one.
That's the doctor.
Okay.
His eyes follow you around the room.
You look someone out of TV? Ever seen on TV or something?
That's the doctor.
Okay.
His eyes follow you around the room. The doctor had a lot of paintings, but I never figured out who all the artists were. The doctor had a lot of paintings,
that's all right.
but I never figured out who all the artists were. That's a wine cooler, and he had an impressive collection of wines in his cellar too.
Oh yeah. Something on the floor down there. What the heck we got here?
That portable desk came with me on all my jobs. Can't believe that miserly pawnbroker only gave me a shilling for it.
Sheesh. So you can't pick nothing up, it's just thing. This one you can pick up.
This deserves closer inspection.
Okay, hopefully you guys can see this. Oh, there you go, this bit better. Look at that. Look at the detail, just like the colouring in it though, and how detailed it shows. That's pretty good.
They're nibbling at thistles,
Ridicule.
Joe and Mary. On their foreheads,
Postcard mockery.
Crumpled
Cool.
thorn's bud. They're Tom with a tail
Confiding
and
leader.
poor William Oldhairy,
Abandoned inquiry.
reclined in a corner.
Okay, we're going to look for
chewing
something in the
tobacco.
fire, I reckon.
I wouldn't have left things this untidy.
Right.
I still have my professional
Done that
pride
one,
back
done that
then.
one. Feet. Oh, what have I got there? Did we do that? That was the picture, wasn't it? That was. Right.
There's something special about this.
Scientists terrify locals with balloon. Is it going to read it to me? No, it's not. On Thursday. It's a bit tricky when it hovers and it doesn't sit still. On Thursday last at 2 o'clock, a balloon was launched from the inner court of Berkeley Castle, which rose to a very great height and was visible for a quarter of an hour. Wow. The same afternoon it was seen to descend in a field in the parish of Kingscote, about 10 miles from Berkeley. The locals were so much, what's that? Terrified, I think it says, that they could not for some time be persuaded upon to approach it. There you go. Cool. Wow.
On Thursday last,
experiments.
a balloon was launched from the inner court of Berkeley Castle,
Oh,
which rose
that's
to
reading
a
it
very
to you.
great height and was visible for a quarter of an hour. The same afternoon, it was seen to descend in a field in the parish of Kingscote, about 10 miles from Berkeley. The locals were so much terrified that they could not for some time be prevailed upon to approach it.
There you go. See, I didn't have to dictate it after all. Anyway, that's good. At least we know. Right, we'll go over here. Okay, so this that we're in now, believe it or not, and I can tell you this for a fact because I used to live with my auntie in England, this is actually known as, what do they call it, like a bay window, I believe, and it's quite an English kind of thing. They tend to stick out from the houses, and they can put like settees there and they sit in front and look out the window. It's a really good thing that they tend to do over in England. But a little Tassieism there for you. Got to make it fun.
Let me check this over.
Okay, I don't know whether that one's going to read out or not.
I have entrusted a most
there you go.
important matter to you, which I firmly believe will prove of essential
two of them.
benefit.
I
to
reckon the other
human
one's going to
race.
be in the fire.
I should not wish what I have stated to be brought into conversation. For should anything untoward happen, I should be made, particularly by my medical brethren, the subject of ridicule. For I am the mark they all shoot at.
Wow.
Every object tells a story.
Look at the blood on that one.
A small quantity of the serum of human blood was poured over about a square foot of grass. 3 sprinklings were given at the distance of a fortnight each, amounting to the serum contained in 40 ounces of blood. The effects it has produced on the vegetation of the grass is astonishing. It is beautifully green and thick and has sprung up several inches, while the surrounding grass has but just begun to shoot and looks of a yellowish green.
Cool, GC was just saying he's got a bay window. Yeah, they're really interesting, man. My auntie had one in England, and I loved it, eh? I always wanted something like that. It's just the way they look, and yeah, they really show off the house well. Awesome. Yeah, keep chatting, guys. I keep checking the chat every now and again. It's all good. Don't want to lose the game, that's all. Okay, so I reckon I've got to go to the fireplace. Ah, there you go. Look at that. We'll have a look at this. It's a baby. It's a baby.
It looks like a genuine work by Bassan. It's been damaged at one point, but preserved with great care.
Oh, yeah. Cool. I reckon this is what we're after.
Let's take a closer look.
Look at that. Closer look. We'll turn it over.
So your book is out.
Hey, ridicule.
Well,
cool.
I can tell you that there bean't a copy sold in our town.
Awesome.
Nor shan't neither.
We're doing well, guys.
If I can help it.
You must have believed
appreciate all the help.
To have resisted so much scorn.
Awesome. Let me know if you're enjoying the game, by the way. I'm really enjoying it. It's a real different sort of a game, and exactly like Peaceful, that was a bit different as well, the way they did it. So yeah, I'm really enjoying what this company's bringing out. These guys are awesome. Big ups to Steel Minions.
That's a wine cooler, and he had an impressive collection of wines in his cellar too.
Awesome, and I appreciate you guys watching too, man. Obviously, you know, the more watches I get of it, then brilliant. It all helps me, helps you guys. Gives you a chance to see the game for yourselves. Now, I think, have we done all that now? I think so. We'll go back upstairs. Well, actually, no, that door was down there too, wasn't it? We'll go down here, eh? What was that one called? Aha! Yeah, I think. Oh no, we haven't done experiments yet. Fatal temperature, medicine chest. Okay, no, we're missing something. Couple of things. Okay, we'll go back this way then. Although, didn't we go out that door anyway? No, we've been out there. A fatal chest and medicines. Interesting. A fatal chest and medicines.
That's the doctor. His eyes follow you around the room. The doctor had a lot of paintings, but I never figured out who all the artists were.
Go back and look at some of these.
Desk came with me on all my jobs. Can't believe that miserly pawnbroker only gave me $1 for it. That portable desk came with me on all my jobs. Can't believe that miserly pawnbroker only gave me $1 for it.
They're nibbling at thistles, stand Jim, Joe and Mary. On their foreheads, oh horrible, crumpled horns bud. They're Tom with a tail and poor William all hairy, reclined in a corner.
I have entrusted a most important matter to you, which I firmly believe will prove of essential benefit to the human race.
Okay, so there's definitely nothing else in this room.
What I have stated, a small quantity of the serum of human blood was poured over about a square foot of grass. 3 sprinklings were given at the distance of a fortnight each, amounting to the serum contained in 40 ounces of blood. The effects it has produced on the vegetation of the grass
we'll go back
is
upstairs.
astonishing. It is beautifully green and thick and has sprung up several inches.
I'm obviously missing something.
The surrounding grass has but just begun to shoot and looks of a yellowish green.
Okay, we'll go back in here. It looks like you got to keep going over things.
Constitution and other infirmities which rendered it inexpedient to send him to a public school. A domestic tutor was procured who was little older than his pupil, but though tender in years, he was old in wisdom and knowledge.
Certain classes are less liable than others to consumption, either because the exhalation to which they are exposed preserve the lungs in a healthy state, or because they acquire from their mode of life a habit susceptible of the complaint.
Nice landscape. Nice landscape.
Yeah, that's what I thought it was. Oh, that's fun.
Nice landscape.
Right. He likes his painting.
Selected poems by the late John Dawes Morgan of Bristol, who died on the 25th of July, 1809, aged 19 years. I feel greatly obliged to everyone who attempts to console me in my present
I feel like I'm missing something, somewhere.
You, who know so much of the human mind, are convinced how vain are these friendly efforts. I had no conception, till it happened, that the gash would have been so but God's will be done.
Thought there might have been a message on there or something, but no, doesn't look like
consumption. He had repeated hemorrhages from the lungs, and was then evidently approaching his end. I was introduced into the sick room, and there for the first time I saw Mrs. Jenner. the anxious and constant attendant of her dying child.
Ah, here we go. Right,
this was
so we're in here. Holy heck, look at it all.
It's more like a laboratory.
Right.
An unfortunate cuckoo, apparently.
Wow. Let's go to reset that a minute. Right. Can't see that. Nothing with that. Right, what we got here?
A paper about cuckoos. Not useful right now.
Okay. Oh, here you go. No, legacy. Don't think we can do anything with that yet. Okay, we'll come back to that.
William and Mary. She's the queen that died of smallpox.
Oh, right. Okay.
William and Mary. She's the queen that died of smallpox.
The doctor's previous education nor his habits gave him a relish of any of the branches of pure science.
Isn't it amazing what they can actually do and manipulate, though? It's amazing.
And he exclaimed
it really
that
is.
he would rather look for an hour at a mite through a microscope than have his time taken up with such things.
This is just something like literally.
She's the queen that died of smallpox.
Literally, you cannot do this without VR. It just doesn't look the same. It's brilliant. You can bring it right up close to you.
He seemed to have a peculiar horror
it's fantastic.
Questions.
Who can complain about that?
He'd rather look for an hour at a mite through a microscope than have his time taken up with such things.
What's this thing?
What have we got here then?
Ooh. What have we got there? Interesting.
I selected a healthy boy, about 8 years old, for the purpose of inoculation for the cowpox. The matter was taken from a sore on the hand of a dairymaid who was infected by her master's cows. It was inserted on the 14th of May, 1796, into the arm of the boy by means of 2 superficial incisions, barely penetrating the cutis, each about ½ an inch long.
Wow. Okay. I see what I mean about the history and everything. You learn quite a little bit about it here. Quite a lot about this sort of stuff.
This deserves closer inspection.
I opened the thorax of a dog between
the
ribs and introduced
Take your temperature, Neil.
I put some lint into the wound to keep it from healing, so that the thorax might inflame. But before I had time to try it again from the hurry of business,
I don't know if he's still watching. Oh, I got a trophy.
These experiments will amuse you. I should be glad that.
So that's experiments done, guys.
Take care you do not break your thermometer in the dog's chest. John Hunter.
The doctor's experiment scared a lot of people.
Wow.
But there is something pretty unnatural about it all.
Interesting. Can you guys hear the dog barking? It's not my dog, I can tell you that.
It's locked. I'd need a key for that.
Okay. So we're looking for a key maybe for the drawer, perhaps? Perhaps, don't know. Right, what else we got? Oh, look, another chair. They got a few of those chairs with the flowers on.
Never seen one of them before. It's got a face like a timepiece.
Oh, it's a rain gauge thing. Barometer or something like that, I think they call them, or something.
Smoking, I am sure, is harmless if used in moderation. A man who has a pipe at his command always has a soothing companion, independently of its salutary influence on good health.
I can't afford to smoke no more, but I reckon I feel better for stopping.
Smoking, I am sure, is harmless if used in moderation. A man who has a pipe at his command always has a soothing companion, independently of its...
I can't afford to smoke no more.
Wow.
I reckon I feel better for stopping.
Okay. Right. Okay, so now we should have opened another room. Somewhere along the lines. That was the cupboard, eh? We can't go in the cupboard, no. Okay. I'll leave it there a minute. I'll double check in case I'm missing something. Oh, what's going on here? Gone full screen. Okay. Holy heck. Yeah, what's all this talk about PS5 anyway, guys? You need to let me know. I don't know anything about this PS5. I just saw some new PS Vita thing on YouTube. How's it going, by the way, America, man? How's it going? So got Solo, America, God Cannon. Awesome, guys. I will read the chat back later and see what all you guys put. Yeah, the dog's in the game, man. It's nothing to do with my dogs. It's actually, that was really realistic, though. That was awesome. The 3D sound, man, is awesome. Awesome. Doesn't sound in game. What does my icon look like on your end? Is it all white? YouTube logo play button. Oh, piece of pizza. A piece of pizza. Okay, it's a V. It's a V, man. A V. Oh, you guys are funny. Hey, I appreciate you guys watching, guys. I really do, hey. It just means so much that my videos are getting watched, and you know, I'm hoping I give you a lot of fun and enjoyment, because that's what I try to do. Okay, so we'll look at these again.
The name Watley Montague.
Right.
I've heard that name before somewhere. Now I don't remember there being a Turkish lantern.
Okay. What are the door violin? Oh, I know. Experiments. It'll be this one. Aha! Here we go.
Doctor's Library. Dr. Edward Jenner. That was his name.
Awesome. Edward Jenner. Right, where are we going to go? We'll look at this.
Looks like the French had their own issues with Jenner's vaccine.
Hang on, I'll just put my options back to normal. Oops. Oh. Okay. Oh. Okay, so I'm not quite sure what that noise was. Some notifications and that maybe, perhaps. I'll just double check my stream, make sure it's still live, in case I lost my stream. I think I have that. I think it's still live. Yeah. Yeah, no, it's still going. Okay. Right. Sorry guys, I just must have got some notifications or something. You don't always see them in the VR, unfortunately.
He contrived in a short time to accumulate a series of specimens illustrative of comparative anatomy and natural history, which would have formed a museum of no inconsiderable magnitude.
Wow. It's very informative, I'll give them that. They've really done their homework on the different things regarding the history in that. Wow.
Edward Jenner, physician, scientist, and fellow of the Royal Society.
Awesome. Now, I do know that this was done by, I think they're from Sheffield or somewhere, I think it was. The Piece 4 was done by two guys, and I believe this was as well. I don't know whether they got a few extras to help them out with this particular one or not, but it's, yeah, they've really done their homework with what they know and what they're trying to do.
Doesn't seem relevant at the moment.
James Phipps. Okay, remember that, guys. Remember the cow. Is it a cow?
I seem to remember it. Yeah. It was Blackie. Doesn't seem relevant at the moment.
Right. Yeah, I looked at that. Okay.
Something to do with the migration of birds. Ooh. Not relevant now.
My wife's father would like something to do with this. So that's legacy. I've seen something else I said legacy on. Okay.
Pretty nasty looking saw. Maybe I'll look at this later.
Yeah, we've got another James Phipps. There's a couple of James Phipps here then.
The Right Honourable George Rose MP. He helped Jenner create the National Vaccine Establishment.
Okay. Oh, we've got different seats here. Okay,
Edward Jenner and his parliamentary friends seeing off the anti-vaccinationists.
No, nothing on back there. Okay. Let's see if I can get that to stop. Right. Okay.
The freedom of the city of Dublin. Freedom anywhere sounds good to me.
Dr. Edward Jenner. EJ. Alright. Okay. So we've actually got a little bit of movement, I noticed, which is interesting. But it's like sway, sort of. It's like you're on a boat. That's kind of cool. What have we got here then?
I still don't understand why someone would
James Phipps. Okay, that one's going to open that then. Blossom the cow, the jury maid's hand, a historic cat. Okay. So the cow.
There's something special about it.
His attention was drawn possibly to the nature of cowpox while Jenner was yet a youth. A young countrywoman came to seek advice, and the subject of smallpox was mentioned in her presence. She immediately observed, "I cannot take that disease, for I have had cowpox."
I've seen one of these.
Something to do with the migration of birds. No.
Sarah Nelms, a dairy maid at a farmer's near this place, was infected with the cowpox from her master's cows in May 1796. A large pustulous sore and the usual symptoms accompanying the disease were produced in consequence.
The Right Honourable George Rhodes MP. He helped Jenner create the National Vaccine Establishment.
Sarah Nelms, a dairy maid at a farmer's near this place, was infected with the cowpox from her master's cows in May 1796. A large pustulous sore and the usual symptoms accompanying the disease were produced in consequence.
I forget what the last thing was.
Jenner and his parliamentary friends seeing off the anti-vaccinationists.
Okay. Oh, can you guys hear that? There's like a cuckoo. Oh. Well, there is. Wow, the sound is awesome on it, eh? Wow.
Edward
Jenner,
looked at that. Physician, scientist, and fellow of the Royal Society.
What's that one?
I'll be soused. The freedom of the City of London.
Yeah. I don't think we can get here yet. A historic cat is what we need. Historic cat. What's this?
Dr. Jenner set a great value upon these letters. They were carefully preserved in a cover which was inscribed in his own handwriting. Letters from Mr. Hunter to E. Jenner. An honour which he was not always in the habit of conferring on more dignified communications.
Jenner was a student for his medical training in London. Clearly they became great friends.
Okay. We'll go and try and find this cat thing. I don't think everything's in the same room or not. I haven't worked that out yet. I did see a saw. But then that wasn't lit up though.
That portable desk came with me on all my jobs. Can't believe that miserly pawnbroker only gave me a shilling for it. That portable desk came with me on all my jobs. Can't believe that miserly pawnbroker.
I have entrusted a most important matter to you, which I firmly believe will prove of essential benefit to the human. A small quantity of the serum of human blood was poured.
On Thursday last at 2 o'clock, a balloon was launched from the inner court of Berkeley Castle, which rose to a very great height and was visible for a quarter of an hour.
Right.
The same afternoon, it was seen to descend in a field in the parish of Kingscote, about 10 miles from Berkeley. The locals were so much terrified that they could not for some time be prevailed upon to approach it.
Hey Rakan, how's it going, man? Yeah, the chat's gone down, it looks like, or on this game anyway, put it that way. I will look into it later and try and rectify it. It could be a number of things. It sounds like Solo was saying it's down pretty much everywhere though, so we'll see what's what. I just came out of there, didn't I? Yeah. Interesting. Okay. I haven't seen anything about cut. Definitely haven't seen those letters.
Apples from the doctor's garden.
So this is the Chantry, Rakan. It's a brand new game that's just came out. I managed to get a code for.
The condition of a servant would be too
lucky
severe
enough.
were they not allowed some time which they may call their own. In all well-governed families, a maid servant has the liberty every Sunday, or every other Sunday, of going to church. If she neglects it, it discovers she has little sense of true religion, and may well be suspected of failing in her duty to an earthly master
And for those that's just joined, we're using the DualShock. I just came out of there, didn't I? We're using the DualShock 4 to play this, and it's just basically exploration and learning a lot about history. It's all about the smallpox, Rakan, if you're still there.
His eldest son had a feeble constitution and other infirmities which rendered it inexpedient to send him to a public school. A domestic tutor was procured who was little older than his pupil, but though tender in years, he was old in wisdom and knowledge.
Another cupboard. I'll have to try a different way.
Selected poems by the late John Dawes Worgan of Bristol, who died on the 25th of July 1809, aged 19 years. I feel greatly obliged to everyone who attempts to console me in my present affliction. But you, who know so much of the human mind, are convinced how vain are these friends.
Just get my bearings again.
I had no conception till it happened that the gash would have been so deep. But God's will be done.
Done that. Okay, we'll go back in here. That's had a sword, didn't it? We'll have a look at these.
Previous education or his habits gave him a relish of any of the branches of pure science. He seemed to have a peculiar horror of arithmetical questions, and he exclaimed that he would rather look for an hour at a mite through a microscope than have his time taken up with such things.
So Legacy isn't working for us yet. There's a couple of Legacies I've seen around.
I selected a healthy boy about 8 years old for the purpose of inoculation for the cowpox. The matter was taken from a sore on the hand of a dairymaid who was infected by her master's cows. It was inserted on the 14th of May, 1796, into the arm of the boy by means of 2 superficial incisions, barely penetrating the cutis, each about ½ an inch long. Smoking, I am sure, is harmless if used in moderation. The man who has
I can't afford to smoke no more, but I reckon I feel better for stopping. Never seen one of them before. It's got a face like a timepiece.
Yeah, see, that dog is literally on the game. It is. I don't know where it's coming from. I haven't seen the dog yet. That was the temperature thing. Experiments.
Of a dog between 2 ribs.
We've done that one.
I selected a healthy boy about 8 years old for the purpose of inoculation for the cowpox. The matter was taken from a sore on the hand of a dairymaid who was infected by her master's cows. It was inserted on the 14th of May, 1796, into the arm of the boy by means of 2 superficial incisions, barely penetrating the cutis, each about ½ an inch long.
William and Mary. She's the queen that died of smallpox.
Okay, I've been in there a few times. No, I must be missing something somewhere. Let me think. Any ideas? Any ideas from the audience? Spider-Man 2 was my favourite Spidey game. Yeah, that Spider-Man's going to be awesome, I reckon. What level is the man on for Firewall? The man? Which is the man? God can. Yeah, my chat was working, GC. I'm sure it'll come right. It might just be that the games, certain games, resolution might alter or something. Who knows? I'll look into that. Well, there's a few ears there. Cool. Well, there's actually 5. Well, good to see you all on anyway. Sorry I can't chat to you as such. But, any ideas, though, where you think we can go? Anyone seen anything of any use? No, we've been in here. Been in there this many times. We could go back out to the graveyard, I guess, and do some more exploring. For like the likes of Recon that hasn't seen it. In case we missed anything. I don't think we did, though.
It left hideous traces of its power on those whose lives it spared, turning the babe into a changeling, at which the mother shuddered, and making the eyes and cheeks of the big-hearted maiden objects of horror to the lover. Lord Dalkeith has been dead of the smallpox for just 3 days. It is so dreadful in his family. His eldest boy died of it last year, and his only brother, who was ill but 2 days, putrefied so fast that his limbs fell off as they lifted him into the coffin.
Aha! Found the key. See, we didn't see that. There you go, see? I lost the key. I had the key, I lost it. Okay. I guess it's gone into my pocket. Now that, I remember they should send out a key at Open Sonic. And you remember where that was? I'm not very good with directions. I remember it said something that we needed a key. And I found the key now. Oh, where am I going? Let me think. It wasn't that window, eh? No. It might be the locked cupboard, I don't think.
Small cupboard, but probably bigger than my cell. That's just a cupboard. There's no way through here.
Okay. I remember seeing something about a door, a key. No, nothing in that room. We'll go out here. Yeah, there's a cuckoo clock. There's a cuckoo clock somewhere. I looked in there.
Edward Jenner and his parliamentary friends seeing off the anti-vaccinationists.
Oh, didn't see that earlier.
Went through the cowpox apparently in a regular and satisfactory manner, but the most agitating part of the trial still remained to be...
Are you in good health, James?
Aha, there you go.
Since you received the cowpox.
How come we didn't see them earlier?
So now we must discover if you are secure from the contagion of smallpox. We will use the lancet like before.
We're doing well, guys.
If cowpox wouldn't kill
double check
you,
the chat again.
Speckled monster,
so that's James Phipps open.
On purpose. But I don't much fancy
the stream's coming out well. Cool. The revive pistol is sweet. Oh, Batman, that revive pistol, that's when you've got that, isn't it quicker to revive them or something on Firewall? Damn Taz, I missed that one. No, hey, it's good of you to watch now. I really appreciate you guys standing by and just watching, It's awesome, man. I'm glad to, be of service to you guys and show you a great game. It's literally just come out. As far as I can tell, it's only come out really today. They've released it. So I'm really lucky. I've never been this lucky. So let's hope there's a sign of things to come.
In a cover which was
that'd be awesome.
In his own handwriting. Letters
my channel's
from
obviously
Mr. Hunter to E.
getting a bit of... Oh, here we go.
An honour which he was not always in the habit of conferring on more dignified communications.
I must have opened
the
that.
southern extremity of the lawn, and shaded by the thick screen.
See, it looks like we're on a boat.
Is a small rustic apartment.
How's that? That is 2 VR. Well, no, it must be something to the VR though.
Vaccination.
That's interesting.
In this humble fane, more wonders were wrought than in all the splendid temples of Asclepius.
So why are we opening that? Why are we just looking out? It looks like there's nothing we can do. After all that, that's what the key obviously opened. Perhaps. Yeah, so we found those. So I reckon something else should by rights be open. We got a trophy.
Dr. Jenner set a great value upon these letters. They were carefully preserved in a cover which was inscribed in his own handwriting. Letters from Mr. Hunter to E. Jenner. An honour which he was not always in the habit of conferring on more dignified
Gonna see what we've opened.
The house feels different now. Perhaps I should look upstairs.
Yeah, that sounds like a plan. I don't even go any further here, though, can we? Oh, this door. Yeah, we've been through there. Cool. Next door.
What with him spending all that time around smallpox?
Inoculation.
Why didn't catch it himself?
3 o'clock in the morning. Wow. Okay. African News, Turkish Book, Simple Sermon. So, Turkish Book, African News, Simple Sermon. Should be writing these down, really, eh? Be so much easier to keep track of. Right, we're going to go in here. No, we're not.
My memory's still a bit hazy.
No, we need all them. African News, Turkish Book, Simple Sermon. Interesting. Okay, we're going to go look.
A paper about cuckoos. Not useful right now.
That's that Legacy one. Yeah. Haven't seen anything to do with Legacy yet.
Never seen one of them before. Got a face like I can't afford to smoke no more. But I reckon I feel better for stopping.
I selected a healthy boy, about 8 years old, for the purpose of inoculation for the cowpox. The matter was taken from a sore on the hand of a dairymaid who was infected by her master's cows. It was inserted on the 14th of May, 1796, into the arm of the boy by means of 2 superficial incisions, barely penetrating the cutis, each about half an inch long.
Okay, sorry guys, something happened there. Be with. Where the hell are we here? Oh, I see. Hang on, we got a bit of a glitch here, haven't we? Got a GT glitch. Let me just get my bearings here sorted. So there's obviously a room we haven't been to anyway. Right, so we're back in this room. We'll come out of here. Can't see anything else. Can't go anything there. Looked at that already.
Cuckoo, apparently.
Oh, who the heck's emailing me at this hour? Oh, seem to have lost all anything here for some reason. How can we be out of play area? Okay. Okay, I see what might be happening. Hang on a second. Right, just bear with me, guys. Let me just see if I can rectify this situation here. What's going on here? So, because there's a light from there. Oh, I know what it might be. That phone. Okay.
Something's changed again.
Hey? No.
Something else may jolt my memory further.
Oh. How come those doors are coming? They weren't there before. The whole layout's changed. Wow. Okay, we'll go in here.
Live through the wars against revolutionary.
How the hell do you open that door when you open the other one? Can't figure that. Okay. French medal, a map of influence by this jewel. Okay. Oh, we'll go in here then.
This was Captain Jenner's room, Edward's youngest son.
Wow. It's a bit now, Teach. I'm very tall. Okay.
Let's take a closer look.
Let me just see if I can get this thing. I will when I get my bearings right.
Sire, having made a discovery of which all nations
that's obviously this thing.
the beneficial effects, I presume with great deference to request a favour from your Imperial Majesty. My humble request is to permit 2 of my friends, both men of science and literature, to return to England. One, Mr. William Thomas Williams, residing at Nancy. The other, Dr. Wickham, at present at Geneva. I have the honour to be, with profound deference and respect, your Imperial Majesty's most obedient and humble servant, E.J.
Dr. Wickham, who was one of the travelling fellows of the University of Oxford, was in Paris when the command for the detention of the English was issued.
Not normally playing
the committee recommended that Dr. Jenner should immediately avail himself of his great celebrity in France and directly appeal to the Emperor.
Controller gone. So we'll just double check this. We'll look at that again. It's going way over there. Eh? Shouldn't be doing that. No, that's way up. Okay.
That's Oxford, where the young captain studied.
That's Oxford. Trying to straighten this headset. Okay, so for some reason my letter seems to want to fly right out behind me. I'm going to try something else.
Who was one of the travelling fellows of the University of Oxford, was in Paris when the command for the detention of the English was issued. The committee recommended that Dr. Jenner should immediately avail himself of his great celebrity.
Oh, what happened? Oh shit. Okay, are you still there, guys? Slip. Wow. Right, well, we're still on here. Kinda, sorta. Oh, what happened? Shit. Holy heck. What's going on, man? Okay, now I've got the tracking right. Okay. I'm well low. Okay, that's better. Righty-ho. Now, I think we're back, guys. Oh, are we still streaming? I don't know, something went wrong there. Are we still live? Let me just see. Are we still live? Oh, yeah, yep. Cool. Right. Okay, so we'll try that again. Oh, that's better. Yeah. Sorry, guys, we had a bit of a tracking issue there somewhere. Not quite sure what happened there. I'll look at a map.
Dr. Wickham, who was one of
Napoleonic
the travelling fellows of the University of Oxford.
And the other one had that on letters.
Having made a discovery of which all nations acknowledge the beneficial effects, I presume with great deference to request a favour from your Imperial Majesty. My humble request is to permit 2 of my friends, both men of science and literature, to return to England. One, Mr. William Thomas Williams, residing at Nancy. The other, Dr. Wickham, at present at Geneva. I have the honour to be, with the most profound deference and respect, Your Imperial Majesty's most obedient and humble servant, E.J.
Robert Jenner. So he vaccinated his own son at just 11 months old.
Case 22. From the arm of this girl, matter was taken and inserted April 12th into the arms of John Marklove, 1 year and a half old. Robert F. Jenner, 11 months old. Mary Peed, 5 years old. And Mary James, 6 years old.
Wow. He was only young, then, 1 year old or whatever. Far out.
This deserves closer inspection.
The alternative presented by
Napoleonic Wars. How's that for a sword, guys?
Peremptory and menacing was the evacuation
Swashbuckler.
of Malta, or the renewal of war. His Majesty is actuated solely by a sense
Napoleon's
of what
hat.
is due to the honour of his crown and the interests of his people, and by an anxious desire to obstruct the further progress of a system which may prove fatal to every part of the civilized world.
Nothing on that one as far as I can tell.
But he wasn't old enough to have fought in the wars against France. Some kind of military manoeuvres.
Cool.
There's something special about this.
At the end of 1809, Napoleon issued a decree that 100,000 francs should be at the disposal of the Minister of the Interior for encouraging and propagating vaccination throughout the empire.
So we've done that one, Napoleonic Wars, done that.
The people of France when our
awesome, guys.
were at war with
so you guys are still there?
Napoleon even gave
Anyone still watching? Or we got 2? Are you still there, Rakan? You watching? Hope you're enjoying it, man. Let me know if you're enjoying it. Check my name and check. Can you make me watch? Yeah, no worries. I sort of will, man. Ah, how do you do it? You can't go to channel, report, move. No. Yeah. No, it's not as simple as that, Rakan. I'm not quite sure. I'll look into that though, anyway, man. It's not working like what you're saying. It's not coming up when you try and do that. Right, so done that. Can't look out that window.
That's Oxford, with a young captain.
Oh, we looked at Oxford, that's right. We looked at those already, haven't we? These were these things, yeah. Okay, I see where I am. Right, so done that. Can't look at any of them. Not unless you do it from this side. No. I think that's all in that room. So that was Napoleonic Wars. Aha! Look at this. We got this door open now. Ooh, go through here, eh? Follow the light. Into the light.
At 8 years of age, Dr. Jenner was put under a preparatory process for inoculation with the smallpox. This preparation lasted 6 weeks. He was bled to ascertain whether his blood was fine and purged repeatedly until he became emaciated and feeble. After this barbarism of human veterinary practice, he was inoculated and removed to one of the stables, where he halted up with others in a terrible state of disease, but none died.
Okay, so we're going a different entrance into the graves.
Jenner's parents. He'd have only been 5 years old at the time they died.
Stephen Jenner, Sarah Jenner. Reverend Stephen Jenner, that was. Wow. What we got here then?
Let me check this over.
Oh, a sermon. We need one of them.
Let the
yeah, cool.
The scoffer,
that's the sinful one. Check it
out,
we can.
Dispute the wisdom of God's government and deny obedience to his laws. Let them inoculate.
Who we got here then?
Inoculated, whose hope is only
Queen Mary II. Oh, we've been here. We come a different way in. Whoosh. Ah, I see. We just come a different way now.
Beethoven and Mozart survived the smallpox with just a few scars, but many that survived it ended up blind as well.
Well, we don't want to go two different ways, so...
It left hideous traces of its power
look at
on
that,
those
we
whose
can.
lives it spared,
How they've done this.
turning the babe into a changeling.
Pretty cool, man.
The mother shuddered, and making the eyes and cheeks of the big-hearted maiden.
And we've done the doll.
6
Smallpox, yeah, done it. Right. Okay, we'll go back the way we can.
Not every family was as unlucky as these poor souls.
Oh, what we got here?
Those who caught it wouldn't live to tell the tale. To the memory of the Right Honourable Lady Mary Wortley Montagu, who in the year 1720 introduced inoculation of the smallpox into England from Turkey.
Oh, I see, that's just what he read. Yeah, yeah. Cool. Look how clear that is, guys. That is mean, man. Like, I mean, you look at the sky, right, and you got the blue, you got the grey clouds, and then just look at the detail they've done on this cement work thing. Wow. That's awesome. Holy heck.
Mr. Cotton Mather, being mounted upon
Rachel
a horse,
Dyer.
addressed himself to the people, partly to declare that Burroughs was no ordained
Nothing on that
minister,
one.
and partly to possess the people of his guild.
Oh, here's your
saying
paper.
that the devil has often
Here you
been
go, Gloucester
transformed.
Journal.
I have since met with a
Aha!
of these
Look at that.
actors who all agree
That's the
on
African
one story.
news.
People take the juice of smallpox, cut their skin, and put in a drop. They get a little sick,
Gross.
but nobody dies of it.
Eesh. Interesting. Okay, what's this grave?
Reverend Cotton Mather. This preacher died 100 years ago then.
Wow.
Let's take a closer look.
Lady Mary Wortley Montagu.
The smallpox.
Inoculation.
So fatal
Cool.
amongst
We done the
us,
inoculation, guys.
is here entirely harmless by the invention of
Beautiful. Look at that. Another trophy.
Comes with a nutshell full of smallpox.
Awesome.
Rips open a vein with a large needle.
Oh, did we look
puts
at that
into
one
it
over
as
there?
much matter as can lie upon the head of her needle.
Yeah, we looked at that.
On the 8th day,
Right.
fever begins to seize them. Then they keep their beds 2 days, very seldom
Wow.
3. In 8 days more, they are as well as before their illness, and they're never marked.
I'm
There
just
is
looking
no
at it.
example
Listen to the
of
sound,
anyone who's
man.
died of it, and I'm very well satisfied of the safety
The
of this
wind.
experiment,
Wow.
since I intend to try it on my dear little son.
The effect of the preparation and inoculation was this. As a child, he could never enjoy sleep, and was constantly haunted by imaginary noises. It is without superstition a noticeable incident in a biographical account that the misery Jenner endured in the smallpox process should have laid the foundation for the extermination of the disease.
Wow. Oh, yeah. Anyway, as I was saying, yeah, listen to that wind. That's true 3D audio, man. That's awesome. They've done that really well. Right, okay, we'll go back in. Okay, so we'll come back through. Been out there. Right now, where do I go now? Probably bed soon. Okay, no, I think we've done everything in that room.
The doctor's bedroom, where he finally passed from this world.
Oh, I don't know if I've been here.
Another painting by Stephen Jenner. Look what he's put in the background.
He's put the picture of the... I presume it's the picture above them, is it? Is that what he's on about? Country cottage or something? Is that something to do with that? Interesting.
Jenner certainly had friends in high places. Might look at it later.
Journals, House of Commons. Legacy, yeah. There's a few legacy ones. Alrighty.
This thing keeps turning up. Probably important later.
Legacy, yeah. So there's 2 legacies in here.
Probably some sort of bird you'd see down on the Seven Estuary.
Mrs. Jenner's health became evidently more impaired.
It's a cheer.
She was so slender, so attenuated, and so much deprived of all vigour of constitution by protracted illness. I visited her in Cheltenham the night before she expired. And
hey, that guy's Will. How's it going, mate? You know, Razor Khan?
She had long been preparing for her final account, but her death may be considered
as the thing laugh out loud monument. Yeah, the monument boy. Yeah.
He retired immediately to
you know what I mean?
And never, except for a day or two, quitted again.
Oi, Tatastic. How's it going, Tatastic? Hope you're enjoying the stream, mate. Feel free to watch it all back. Really appreciate all you guys jumping in, and just sorry that the chat's not working, unfortunately. It was working for me, but obviously something's gone wrong.
Middle stature, his hair dark, and a little inclining to curl, and it was observed at his death that he was not the least grey. He was rather nearsighted.
Catherine Jenner, eh?
Never made use of glasses.
And Edward
His dress
Jenner.
was black, a large collar to the coat, and loose, low trousers. The dress of the day.
Both his wife and son were taken by consumption. After all he did for medicine, that must have been hard to cope with. That's a very distinguished portrait of the doctor.
Yeah, sure is. Nothing else. Oh, another one of those chairs with the flowers on. Oh, what's over here then? Ooh.
What have we got here then?
What have we got there then? I'm sure you'll read it, me. Letters! Cool, that's the letters one. Mary's letter we need.
Due to you from the whole human family. Medicine has never before produced any single improvement of such utility. You have erased from the calendar of human afflictions one of its greatest. Yours is the comfortable reflection that mankind can never forget that you have lived. Future nations will know by history only that the loathsome smallpox has existed and by you has been exterminated. Accept the most fervent wishes for your health and happiness, and assurances of the greatest respect and consideration. Thomas Jefferson.
Jenner certainly had friends in high places. Might look at it later.
We're missing a letter though. There's one more letter somewhere. Interesting. It's an interesting.
Changed again.
Something's changed again. Yeah, what's changed? There's that dog again. And he ain't my dog. No, something's changed. What's changed with him, guys? Been out there. So we're looking for another letter.
Dr. Wickham, who was one of the travelling fellows of the University of Oxford,
that's his letters,
was in Paris when the command for the detention of the English was issued. The committee recommended that Dr. Jenner should immediately avail himself of his great celebrity in France and directly appeal to the Emperor.
Some kind of military manoeuvres.
At the end of 1809, Napoleon issued a decree that 100,000 francs should be at the disposal of the Minister of the Interior for encouraging the alternative presented by the French government to His Majesty in language the most peremptory and menacing
nothing
was
in
the
there. What's
evacuation
changed
of Malta or the renewal of war. His Majesty is actuated solely by a sense of what is due to the honour of his crown and the interests of his people, and by an anxious desire to obstruct the further progress of a system which may prove fatal to every part of the civilized world.
William and Mary. She's the queen that died of smallpox. Never seen one of them before. It's got a face like I can't afford to smoke no more. But I reckon I feel better for stopping.
Sorry guys, I know we're going over everything. I'm just trying to be thorough.
Certainly had friends in high places. Might look at it later.
Can we just come out of this room?
This thing keeps turning up. Probably important later.
Mrs. Jenner's health became evidently more impaired.
That was where you found that
She
first
was
letters
so
one, eh? No,
slender,
so that's not
so
what we want to do, then.
attenuated, and so much deprived of all vigour of constitution by protracted
Something's new
illness.
somewhere
I
that we're
visited her
missing.
in Cheltenham the night before she expired, and when she was in full expectation of the fatal event. She had long been preparing for her final account, but her death may be considered as the signal for Dr. Jenner's final removal from public life. He retired immediately to Berkeley, and never, except for a day or two, quitted again.
Another cupboard. I'll have to try a different way.
Selected poems by the late John Dawes Morgan of Bristol, who died on the 25th of July 1809, aged 19 years. I feel greatly obliged to everyone who attempts to console me in my present affliction. But you...
Where are we going to find the letter, guys? There's another letter we're looking for somewhere.
I had no conception, till it happened, that the gash would have been so deep. But God's will be done.
He was lying in the last stage of pulmonary consumption. He had repeated hemorrhages from the lungs, and was then evidently approaching his end.
I have entrusted a most important matter to you, which I firmly believe will prove of essential benefit to the human race. I should not wish what I have stated to be brought into conversation, for should anything untoward happen, I should be made, particularly by my medical brethren, the subject of ridicule. For I am the mark, the 24th of January, 1823.
Were your interviews for a new housemaid fruitful, Mrs. Knight?
Yes, madam. Both girls were hard-working and from respectable families. But
I
only the Jones girl has had the pox, and plenty of scars to prove it.
Then you must select her. I will not risk the health of my family.
4 candles.
The condition of a servant would be too severe were they not allowed some time which they may call their own. In all well-governed families, a maid servant has the liberty every Sunday, or every other Sunday, of going to church. If she neglects it, it discovers she has little sense of prudence, and may well be suspected of failing in her duty to an earthly master and mistress, when she fails in that to her Maker.
Well, he's a big fella, isn't he?
Yeah, I need to try that Windlands, Danish was playing it the other day, man. That looks like it's pretty cool, man. I need to try and play that before Windlands 2 comes out, which is next year, apparently, but awesome. One of my mates actually told me about Windlands, and he recommended it.
Vaccination wasn't Jenner's.
Oh, there's your legacy. There's the last score then, I'd say. Or however many are left, but that's what I need. Wow, there's 4 things on legacy. Sheesh. Parliamentary Tomb Self-Published Inquiry, Migration Journal, Cuckoo Journal. Well, that was playing the cuckoo. I bet you the cuckoo's in there. I'll go back to these.
It's inscribed with the name Wortley Montague.
No.
Heard that name before somewhere. Now I don't remember there being a Turkish landing clock in your way.
Where's that?
This painting don't belong here. I'd remember an expensive piece like theirs. It would look more at home inside Berkeley Castle.
I'll go under here then. I'll go back in here.
Looks like the French had no issues with Jenner's vaccine.
I haven't seen a letter in here though.
Dr. Jenner set a great value upon these letters. They were carefully preserved in a cover which was inscribed in his own handwriting. Letters from Mr. Hunter to E. Jenner. An honour which he was not always in the habit of conferring on more dignified communication. Phipps went through the cowpox apparently in a regular and satisfactory manner. But the most agitating part of the trial still remained. The observation of the migration.
Aha! We just started legacy. Look at that.
On November 27th,
so we know where some of those are.
Jenner passed away. They were presented to Sir Humphrey Davy by the Reverend G.C. Jenner, who had the
I don't think I've done all the letters yet, though.
Accompany his uncle in most of the investigations
right,
of
well, the legacy then.
Of migration.
Edward Jenner, physician, scientist, and
his attention was drawn
legacies in that other room, isn't it? There's 2 of them.
Jenner was yet a youth. A young countrywoman came to seek advice, and the subject of smallpox was mentioned in her presence. She immediately observed, "I cannot take that disease, for I have had cowpox." Dr. Jenner set a great value upon these letters. They were carefully preserved in a cover which was inscribed in his own handwriting. Letters from Mr. Hunter to E. Jenner. an honour which he was not always in the habit of conferring on more dignified communications.
Was... No, not that room. No, it must be around here. In there, I think it was. Right, so we got this thing.
There's something special about this.
Yeah. Dr. Jenner's discovery is unquestionably the greatest discovery ever made for the preservation of the human...
It was his intention that he should have first appeared before
We're looking for the
in
Cuckoo
the transactions of the Royal Society.
Where the hell
when the
did I find
subject
that?
was laid before the President, Jenner was given to understand that he should be cautious and prudent, and ought not to risk his reputation by presenting to the learned body anything which appeared so much at variance with established knowledge. The painful disappointment which he experienced caused this design to be abandoned, and the work appeared as a separate publication.
Probably some sort of bird you'd see down on the Seven Estuary. Probably some sort of bird you'd see down on the Seven Estuary. That's a very distinguished portrait of the Doctor.
That's letters, isn't it, that one?
I avail myself of this occasion to render you my portion of the tribute of gratitude due to you from the whole human family. Medicine has never before produced any single improvement of such utility. You have erased from the calendar of human afflictions one of its greatest.
Awesome.
Yours
That's legacy.
is the comfortable reflection that mankind can never forget that you have lived. Future nations will know by
feel like we're missing one somewhere
only that the loathsome smallpox has existed, and by you has been exterminated. Accept the most fervent...
I selected a healthy boy, about 8 years old, for the purpose of inoculation for the cowpox.
Okay.
Matter was taken from a sore on the hand of a dairymaid.
I can't afford this.
Okay, we'll go down to legacy then.
I feel better for stopping.
That was downstairs. And it's open now, look at that. Oh, entertainer. Hey, we've got the front door back open again. Entertainer, that's interesting. Wow, there must still be more.
The drawing room was where the Doctor would entertain his guests.
Wow. Oh.
Some relation of the Jenner family, no doubt.
Hello, honey. Whew. Good tidings, Dr. Edward Jenner.
So felt
entertainer, that's one of them. There's three entertainers.
And her countries too.
He was dining with a party at Bath when
Two
a question
entertainers,
arose whether the temperature was highest in the centre of a candle flame or at some small distance from its apex. Jenner, with his usual ingenuity and readiness, soon settled the dispute. He placed the candle before him, inserting his finger into the middle of the flame. He retained it in this situation for a short time. He then placed it a little above the flame, but was compelled immediately to withdraw it. "There, gentlemen," he observed. "The question is settled."
Not the greatest painting. Must have had some sentimental value.
Sorry guys, I'm just looking at the chat. There you go, I'll just put a message on for you guys. Yeah, so let me know what you...
Not the greatest painting. Must have had some sentimental value.
Oh, there you go, there's a Doctor's instrument.
He could also play on the violin.
Look at that, entertainer, look at that.
Performing musical parties. I have seen him in his later years, after his renown had filled the world.
So we must get out the back front door. I wonder if that's going to be it, maybe.
Shake them entirely off and take up a humorous strain as he sang one of his own ballads with all the mirth and gaiety of his youthful days.
Because I came in the front entrance, so there's not too much more out there.
I think that was his brother, or maybe his father.
I'm not sure I got all the letters though.
Countryside scene.
Wow. Done that one.
I think I should have liked to have met the Doctor. He seemed like a decent
sort. Yeah, we can go out here now. I guess that's pretty much us done, I think, guys. I don't know how you can check if you've done it all or not, so... We'll go out here and... Oh, what's that? Oh, I've seen that. That's just a map of Gloucester, isn't it? Yeah, Gloucestershire, yeah. Oh, we'll go outside. Oh, door's closed on me again. Over here. Some more concrete work we can.
Within this tomb hath found a resting place the great physician of the human race, immortal Jenner, whose gigantic mind brought life and health to more than half mankind. Let rescued infancy his word proclaim, and lisp out blessings on his honoured name, and radiant beauty drop one grateful tear, for beauty's truest friend lies buried here.
Oh wow. Awesome. Awesome, guys. So he was sent to the debtors' prison in 1828, and he died in Watton at the age of 39, just 2 years after his release. Wow. Alright. Wow. Well, that was good, guys. I appreciated you watching that, and thank you very much for watching. I think we'll call it a day there. I think that is pretty much it. That was really well done. I was really intrigued. I don't know how long that took me. I'd have to look at when I started the stream. But it's now just say 3:30 in the morning, so we'll work it off that. Oh, awesome. I'll end the stream there, guys. Thank you very much for watching, and take care. Thank you. And we'll see you all again.